Alright, we in this.
Yeah, we in this. It's your first time. And, nothing bad will happen to you, I promise.
Good gosh. Alright, let's get this a proper intro. So I'm here, Majide-Man, with Caime The Blue Mage.
The best boy.
The best boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What are your qualifications as the best boy?
well, you see, I do all the blue magic in every FF game possible, but in my spare time, especially during Spooky Month, I play Fear and Hunger 2 for currently more than 300 hours.
That's fair. You are definitely the expert. I'm not.
I've been trying to get you to play this with me for 2 years.
Yeah? We're doing it. We're doing it now. I'll be running the ship for a blind playthrough. First, we're playing version 1.91. We got the censor mod by
A
Dark Raccoon.
which they do a lot of content for this game as well. They're really cool.
Indeed. I'm sorry for the unsettling noises and everything.
They knew what they were here for.
But yeah, incoming warning for people coming in, watching, and everything. There is a bunch of content warnings.
If you can think of it, it is here.
Yeah, we just censored the big bits.
But just to recap, it is your first time.
This is my first time playing it ever.
That's okay.
Let's get it going. Ooh, squares for would you call it, like, confirm?
So as you can see, we have characters and they have their own bios, classes. Even.
We have the
You're just gonna skip Levi.
non-playable characters mod.
You're gonna skip over Levi. It's okay. Everyone does that.
I just wanted to show off we have extra characters.
Except for Caligura, because no one cares about Caligura.
Okay, so who we got here? We got what do you call it?
Levi.
Yeah, we're okay. So you know the names. I don't.
I will say the names.
Okay, so we got Levi, ex-soldier, 18, has fought in wars since he was 13. He's covered wars, you know.
No, that's a different character.
Ex-war soldier excels at range combat and has great aim with most firearms. I do like a range character.
Marina. Trans rights.
Trans rights. You heard it here, folks. Trans rights. All the time, every time. So, what do you call it? We have the occultist, age 18. The occultist focuses on the creative use of the otherworldly powers, while not strong and harmful inventive skills. Her abilities are no less impressive when used properly.
Dan. Or Daniel.
Daniel, the doctor. Dan the man, the doctor. 28. The doctor's skill is mainly focused in curing different status ailments, analyzing possible weaknesses in enemy anatomy.
Abela. Very strong. Maybe your type.
Okay. The mechanic. Adept at crafting her own makeshift weapons and traps, along with mechanical skills. What do you call it? Now, is she strong combat-wise?
Yes. She also is physically strong.
Okay. What do you call it? The audience does not need to be reminded of what do you call it? I like a buff girl.
That's her.
I like a buff boy. I like a buff girl. But yeah, we're okay. The mechanic is adept at crafting her own makeshift weapons and traps, along with mechanical skills. She can also understand more complicated machinery. Okay.
Osa, our brother Osa.
Osa. All right. So you gotta tell me when we're going into the extra characters that are in the base.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
All right. Yellow Mage. Contrary to the other priest beliefs, Yellow Mages don't dedicate their lives to worship. Yellow Mages use otherworldly powers only to their own benefit and further their own agenda. Age 32.
Olivia.
Olivia, the botanist, age 20. The botanist's knowledge covers a wide variety of plants and herbs. She can create mixtures with strong healing properties, or internally, she can use her knowledge to create potent poisons.
You know, Olivia comes with a special item no other character gets in the game.
What?
Wheelchair.
Moving on!
Marco. Or Jotaro.
I did see the mod, and what you call it, friggin'... It does. He is shaped like a Jotaro. Thug and boxer. Life in an underground boxing ring has taught the boxer how to deal with opponents barehanded. The boxer excels at close quarters combat. Okay. Now, I will say... This is who I'm choosing.
That is a very popular choice. But I think you might be confused as to why.
Okay. I like punching things.
Okay.
Good gosh. A close quarter combat character I do enjoy.
Karen. They've covered wars, you know.
Indeed. There you go. Do you call it? Karen the journalist, age 26. Haven't covered wars. Yeah? Coup d'etats. Other disasters. Journalists have picked up various skills to help her survive. Persuasion skills definitely not being last on the list.
And following Karen, we have the other characters that are seen within Termina, but were not made officially playable. So we are using a mod that feels relatively close, in my opinion, to how these characters would have been if they were finalized in the game.
Okay. So, who's this?
Oh, this is Samari.
Summary?
Samari.
Yeah, yes.
I like to call her Wednesday.
So, in summary is the apprentice, age 18, raised in exclusive groups of naturally gifted children in the ninth circle. The apprentice innate affinity with supernatural forces is evident in her versatility with magic. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next we have the businessman Tanaka.
Tanaka,
the Giga Chad. The Chad.
Good gosh.
The absolute Chad.
Tanaka is a salary ass.
He's got the grind set.
Would you call it? What a salaryman ass name, Tanaka. Tanaka, the salaryman, age 32, as a company's ambassador, the salaryman demonstrates an extensive array of talents, a self-reliant ethos, and a diverse skill set. Okay, we're not really getting what he does.
Oh, that's the point.
Okay.
You have I say Henry, but it is Henrik. Henrik.
Okay. Henrik the chef, age 32. The chef fervent passion for the culinary artistry elevates him to a level of artist, musician, or actor. Despite being often underestimated, the intricacies of the kitchen demand a level of skill and finesse that few comprehend. Okay, so we're not getting
Sanji.
Yeah, we're not really getting like details on the extra characters.
I mean, some of them told you all you need to know, and some of them didn't.
Okay.
We have Pav,
the lieutenant, age 38. Life's journey compelled the lieutenant to enlist the army from a young age. Okay. There's a little bit of broken English here. 3 years of seasoned experience and ascending to senior positions, he hones a mentality as unyielding as steel.
And this character is special, August, who a lot of people believe has connections to Ragnarvolder in the first game. Which I will hold off on why.
Okay. August the Hunter, age 52, mastering the wild hunt. While the hunter thrives where others fail, utilizing extensive knowledge of survival tactics to endure the harshest conditions, making him a formidable and self-sufficient force, the peak of human potential and resilience. Okay. So, who's this again?
That is Jojo.
Okay.
Marco.
Marco. You call it? I'm picking Marco. Devontae,
Yes.
give a smooth intro that I can quickly run to the bathroom to.
What?
Yeah, fill for time.
I don't think anything is smooth in the bathroom. Personally.
My pisses. So.
What? That's...
Regale our audience, please.
I mean, okay, I guess. As we wait for Jonathan, I don't know how it's gonna look in the end, but I don't have high hopes that he will do well. I am going to try my hardest not to be overly helpful or say much to him. I want to see how far he can get on his own before we switch off, and I perhaps intend to take a character to the end of the run for you all, just to mostly have a good time together in the spooky month of October. It's actually favorable month, I think, to do this sort of thing, and it just feels great to finally get together and do this sort of thing. I think personally, if I'm to take bets though, underwear, I think Jonathan, or Majide-Man, if some of you want to call him that, will fall. I think it will be Needles. Oh, welcome back. I was just saying how I have the most faith in you. And
Thank you.
The name is already there.
Yeah. We'll keep it Marco. Alright. As a first-time player, where do you think I should go?
I think you should not go on masochism mode. You should not do that.
Yeah.
I think you should play on fear and hunger mode. Because you're a gamer, you know?
Indeed, I am a gamer.
I don't think you need to go on easier. I think there's nothing for you in that mode. Even though easier does change some events of the game ever so slightly. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. No, just go on fear and hunger mode. I think you'll be okay.
Alright. Okay, so we'll run fear and hunger mode.
Oh, the cursor. The cursor. Listen. There you go.
Okay, skip the character history. No.
Never do that. Never skip the history. It's important.
The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You're not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. Wait. Okay. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life.
Do you hear the music?
Yes.
That music is so soothing.
For the majority of your life, you've only known the streets of Vatican City. This is actually the first time in your life you're traveling this far from those narrow and crowded alleyways. Things don't look that fancy elsewhere. Traveling is overrated, you think to yourself. In your earliest memories, you remember spending time with your parents. But then suddenly, you didn't have parents anymore. Oh yeah. You're not free. Wait. Escape? What are we doing? Oh. Yes. Your teacup.
I'm enjoying the story.
Yeah? You can't remember what happened, but from one point onwards, it was just you and your sister against the world. You were still only 10 years old.
Very important. What will you do?
But
this will affect your skill tree. This is permanent.
Okay.
What do you
Realistically,
do? What do you do?
I'm 10 years old. I'm not trying to be a pickpocket or a burglar.
I mean, it's only in 1940. Are you sure?
Maybe if the economic situation or the racial perception was changed. You know what? No. I'm Majide-Man. Of course, I'm a burglar.
You're a burglar. Oh, you learned lockpicking. You can now open any door for the rest of the game.
Good gosh. Your boy forgot who he was for a second.
You chose a really broken skill.
I'm happy with that.
You know, it's crazy. If you choose to be honest life, you wouldn't get that.
The Vatican City was full of street kids similar to you. And in no time, you learned the tricks of the trade. You tried your hand in breaking into apartments and stealing all the valuables you could carry. It worked for some time, but too often would you be caught in the act, which resulted in you getting beaten up. The streets schooled you hard, but as you grew older, you noticed that you started to tower over those who bullied you before. If someone still tried to do you dirty... Good gosh. I wasn't ready for the phrase still tried to do you dirty. Yeah. You were quickly able to give them a taste of your justice.
That sounds like you.
Do you call it? I don't have justice.
You have your justice.
Indeed, my justice. Oh gosh, I didn't think we'd be diving this deep into the villain persona already.
I mean, half the characters in the roster are evil aligned.
That's good for me.
This one is kind of in the middle if you really want to get into it.
But, because of your size and skills in fighting, you started to attract the attention of local street gangs that tried to recruit you as their muscle. This never sounded right to you. You had been extorted of your measly salaries too many times. You didn't want to do the same to anyone. But turning down small-time criminals only got you further in trouble. Almost every other night you'd end up in street fights. At one point you realized you were doing more fighting than actual work. Not to mention that that's where you got most of your money too. You started considering fighting as a job. Maybe it would be worth investigating into it more. You started to work out more regularly and follow a strict regimen.
Important. What do you do?
Okay.
I think you are seeing the lines here.
Okay.
Marco is a little bit more clear cut on literally what you're thinking.
Yeah.
I will say Marco is probably the most honest on what these abilities may be doing.
Okay.
Other ones are not so honest.
All right. If I'm really going with how I play games, I want a tanky boy. What do you call it? Wait. This is defense, and that's endurance, right? What do you call it? Your run speed and everything. Okay. I'm Brick. Yeah, there we go. You thought that bulking up could make you more resistant to punches, so you started eating like a bear, at least tripling your calorie intake. That combined with lifting weights, the sofa at your apartment. Yeah, my boy is benching a sofa.
Yeah.
Dragging horse carriages with your body, along with other resistant exercises, proved to have obvious effects. You managed to increase your defense with a couple of levels in the end. Yeah, I assumed. You were doing alright in fights. So much so that you started to build a little reputation on the streets. In no time, you moved onto underground boxing rings where there's more money on the table and less danger of an opponent pulling a knife in the middle of the match. While you were busy in the ring, your sister had grown into a beautiful young woman who attracted all kinds of admirers. It would have meant trouble if it wasn't for your mean reputation. Most low-life thugs on the street knew that they would have to answer to you if they tried anything dodgy. That didn't mean that they weren't those who tried. She started to get close with known mobster Ricardo. Okay.
Yeah, Ricardo.
I'm seeing lines to things that you've stated in the past.
What do you mean?
Before we started, we talked about how Ricardo isn't included in the character list, and for very good reasons, we shouldn't care for him as a character. I don't like that he's involved with her sister.
I mean, there's arguably worse people that are playable.
Fair enough. He was the heir to the Arcado branch of the family. The family was an organized body of criminals operating in the Vatican City. In all intents and purposes, the family was a mafia. But they also had deep ties to the church, which in turn was running the country. So it was a bit more complicated. Despite being a mobster, Ricardo seemed decent enough. He had a flirtatious and flattering way of speaking, and in general got along with everyone. He took notice of your skills and tried to casually recruit you to their ranks. You politely declined the offer. Since you didn't take the offer, Ricardo had another one on the platter. He proposed that he hook you up with a real boxing trainer to get you to the next level. You again declined, but your sister insisted that you at least try it out. You agreed. Things started to feel more professional the second you stepped inside the gym. The trainer, an elderly gentleman who had an impressive record of previous appearances, was impressed by your raw skill. Okay. He nodded that the best way to push you further was to choose where to specialize. Alright. We want damage, but we want defense. So would you call it? So I'm gonna specialize in offense. Adrenaline rush. His methods proved effective. Soon you had your first real bout in the ring, and won the match with relative ease. Your sister and Ricardo were there to congratulate you. You continued with your winning streak. The hype around you was growing. Slowly, even you started to believe the hype. Ricardo was able to organize big matches one after the other. You started spending more time inside the family quarters with Ricardo and your sister. Man, Ricardo got you hooked.
He got you hooked.
Yeah. Without noticing it, you had been pulled into the criminal world. What started out as helping out a friend became more of a frequent occurrence. Soon, Ricardo showed his true colors as well. He had been building you up for a fated boxing match. Apparently, your next opponent was a former family member who had cut all ties to the organization. Your job was to kill him in the boxing match. You politely declined, but at this point, there was no turning back. Ricardo reminded that he got your sister back at his flat, and she'd feel it in her skin if you didn't comply. Okay, Ricardo. At this point, I would have fought Ricardo.
Why don't you?
You didn't know what to do. Soon you found yourself in the ring with an ex-family member, and the bell rang. He was a tough opponent, but you managed to get the best of him. You were able to counter one of his attacks with a knockout hit. Things moved in slow motion as you saw Ricardo and Ricardo nodding with a side smile. You followed up your hit with another, and another, and another. You didn't even stop when the man hit the ground. The referee had to pull you away with all he got before he stopped. The damage had already been done. You had to kill the person. You were devastated by this, but kept it all inside. This was only the beginning. Ricardo had plenty of dirty work for you to do, And at this point, he had plenty of leverage too. Your sister being the last resort every single time you hesitated. Things had to change.
What do you do?
Okay.
What do you do?
So, we think about this. Brute force answer. Get rid of Ricardo.
That's what you said a moment ago.
Yeah. But I don't know what type of guy Ricardo is.
He's apparently a guy that likes to threaten you with your sister.
Yeah. So, Ricardo can go like, hey, buddy. Did you call it? Yeah, you can knock me off, but the moment I go, someone's right at your sister's place.
But who's gonna mess with the guy that killed Ricardo?
Did you call it? You gotta do it quick. It's in succession. Like, you have to, like, literally, like, have a plan for your sister. And I don't think this is the guy who has a plan for your sister. Should you call it? But I can keep fighting.
The pressure.
Okay.
The pressure.
So,
We'll see what person you really are.
I can keep fighting.
So you're going to fight Ricardo?
This assures my sister's safety. But also the option of, if you get rid of Ricardo, even if he, like, does something to your sister, this removes the issue for everybody else ever. Okay. Can you give me something like you don't know the answer?
Oh, sure. Here's a coin.
For everyone in the audience, Caime has an actual coin, a quarter to be exact.
And I just handed it to him. But I was just like, here you go.
I'm not playing your games.
You will learn to embrace the coin flip.
We think critically about things.
Until you can't and you only have the coin.
Truly. Alright, so.
But no, I fully know what both options will do. But no, this is about you.
I know, I want to discuss this in a way of just, like, the logic behind these things. Not, like, what these things do.
Logic?
Yeah. Like, hey.
I mean,
Do you call it?
you can.
Is there an actual possibility of being able to take out a mob boss?
I mean, you can argue when it comes to logic. There is no such state of being. Yet.
Mm-hmm. There's no such state of being yet?
Maybe.
Okay. Survival or attempt to change the system? I think I attempt to change the system.
Lock in.
You learn killing intent. Ricardo was wary of you. He seemed your killing intent. He seemed to sense your killing intent from miles away, and that's why he avoided seeing you you alone to the best of his abilities. He was too cocky to consider you a serious threat, though, as if he had you under his thumb. This proved to be a grave mistake for him. You were to meet Ricardo and his dozen of henchmen at his local club to discuss another one of your mini tasks. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's fine. You've learned killing intents. The only thing you lost was the ability escape plan, which guarantees escape from battle.
Indeed. Hey, Matt. Matt's the boy.
Oh, hello,
in
Matt.
the chat. Yes, I return playing Fear and Hunger 2. About to beat up a mob boss.
Oh, you already killed him.
Oh, did I?
Yes. I think so.
No, not yet. He had been waiting for an opportunity to see him alone, but that opportunity never presented itself. Fair enough, he thought. The moment you got in the punching distance, Ricardo had a split-second realization of what was happening before you knocked him off his feet. Yes! 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 The little rat tried to slither away, but you grabbed him by his throat and kept on slamming him on the floor until he stopped moving. Oh my gosh, yes! In your rage, you lifted him up and threw him over the railing. He fell from the second floor of the center of the club's dance floor. You saw him fall headfirst to the ground. He had succeeded in what you set out to do. Getting out of the club was secondary. You had to fight through a mob of Ricardo's goons. Somehow you made it out from the back door with only minor injuries and ran away as fast as you could. Ran away from the crime scene. The problem was that now both the family and law enforcement of the city were after you. Just then you received a phone call from your sister. She had been sent to Ricardo's summer villa in the country of Valen for some days prior. You explained the situation to her, and the two of you decided to meet up in the country of Rondon. There was no possibility of you living in Vatican City anymore. You had to act fast before the police would catch up on you. What did you take with you before leaving the city? Medical goods.
Not a bad choice.
Took the first train that left the country. The destination was an obscure little town called Preheville in the country of Bohemia. You had no idea where that place was, but you figured that you could plan your trip better once you got there. Yeah, we're saving it. Locking it in. No, not skip the intro. What's going on over there?
It's not really relevant to you.
You feel like someone's watching you while you slept. Okay, that's ominous. Excuse me. Answer. Excuse me. Answer. Wait. Go pigtails. Still an answer. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Old pamphlet. Cool.
Oh. Well, that's good that you're checking the paper on your surroundings. Make sure you're not missing anything else.
Okay, let me check the suitcase. Nice, a pipe.
I believe you could also sprint as well. There's a button for it. Somewhere on your mapping there's a sprint.
Okay, so the start button's there.
You may not be able to do it now, but I promise you there is such an ability.
Pamphlet. Pamphlet. Let me make sure.
Such a nice train.
Indeed. Be a shame if something very ominous happened.
It would also be a little bit of a shame if you started getting hungry.
Interesting.
Or, you know, if you started to feel your mind slipping. You know.
Lots of pamphlets here.
Lights blue vial, very good.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Still got my cough.
Ah. Is that prime energy drink?
Yep.
No.
The stream is sponsored by Jake Paul.
It's not. It's not. I don't think anyone wants that sponsorship.
No, it's in script. Green tea until I get paid by someone.
Yeah, it's indiscreet green tea. Oh, another pipe. You know, you never know when you need another one of those.
Yeah. Apparently, I need a lot of them.
You're just going to do like how they do in Final Fight.
Yeah. What'd you call it? Is it a metal pipe?
Yes.
Okay. I like that. Can I, like, equip it?
Do you want to equip it?
Is it not a weapon?
It is a weapon.
Oh, I have a knife.
Pipes are bugged very early on.
Okay.
Those pipes don't exist.
Alright, fair. We're finished.
That's interesting. You equip the knife. Oh, you could read your skills here?
Mm-hmm. Check up on your party. Running away from battles. Let the see another day. Killing a tent inmates strong.
It's unfortunate you don't have bare-fisted proficiency.
Oh, you right.
Well, I mean, you could just get it later.
Huh? Oh, wait. Do I not?
You didn't get the skill bare-fisted proficiency, no.
I thought that was just, like, automatic.
No. You made your life decisions, and you do not have bare-fisted proficiency with the brawler.
Huh, okay.
You could just get it later.
Fair enough.
But no. You are a boxer that actually sucks at punching.
Interesting.
Yes.
My attack, defense are my high stats. Oh, my melee attack is...
You thought it was automatic.
Yeah.
Nothing is automatic in this game.
So you call it freaking...
This game...
If you get...
This game hates you. Nothing is automatic.
No, that's not a metal pipe. That's a smoke pipe.
Sorry. It is the other pipe. Never mind. I misspoke.
Lucky coin. Okay. Alright. Currency.
You are getting hungry.
Only a little bit hungry.
Sure.
Okay.
The options are incredibly basic. I don't think you'll find anything fancy.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Game made in RPG Maker.
Oh, okay. John, Majide wants to just be sure. All these suitcases, something feels off. Okay. It feels like I'm about to fight something.
Perhaps.
place is not a train anymore. You! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where do you think you ran off to? Don't you understand how to hurry in? I don't understand?
Or you could say just get your hands off me. Oh, the sensor mod is working.
Tight.
Good.
The janitors, the eyes of the janitor bulge out from their socket as his expression intensifies. No one suspects you two, you stupid fucking human after all. Now, get your ass back to the workbench.
Damn, you took that from him.
This is your last chance. Next time, it's punishing time. What? You're supposed to assemble new cubes, of course. As for how, figure it out yourself. If you're not capable that much, you're beyond hope and useless in every sense of the word.
Yeah, go make your cubes.
What you Googling at?
Oh, yeah, and just ignore her. You
There's
know,
nothing to see here.
She is someone else.
Eyes on the cubes. Work or I'll rip those eyes out of your pretty face.
So I'll go ahead and get to your 9 to 5. You chose to have a 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Huh? Okay. Wait.
Up, forward, down. That's how you make cubes. See, some of them even have symbols of the gods.
The girl in the pink is trying to get your attention.
Your first enemy. The janitor. The janitor. You can target his limbs, you can attack him in other aspects, it's all on you.
This is already not going well.
Oh, you're getting... He's doing a lot of misses though. You can attack his beam.
Fuck!
Those are all passive skills, mostly. Are you okay? Are you doing okay?
I might be dead here.
Do you think you are dead here?
Yeah.
Oh, just keep trying.
I should have taken that arm.
It's okay, you're fine. I told you, nothing bad will happen to you.
There goes my leg. Here goes my other leg.
But at least you're still alive. You're still alive. Look at that. You really gotta get back in that seat because he told you to? Oh, you're still bleeding. This looks pretty bad. Are you looking for your items? I wouldn't worry about it. I think you're fine. I wouldn't worry about it personally.
Honestly, I should have healed during battle.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Oh,
Sick.
yeah, it's the Hall of the New Gods, the New God retirement home.
We are doing very well.
Yeah, you're doing incredibly well. You're doing such a good job.
Ah, sick. Got my legs back.
You get to. Everybody gets one.
There you are. The mysterious person greets you in a monotonous voice. Got you pulled out of that nasty pace. You were going deep into that rabbit hole.
I think maybe try more flamboyant for Perkalev.
Really? Like a monotonous voice?
Monotonous.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine
Okay.
Perkalev personally.
Alright, I'll go. To show off his goodwill, my master has mended your wounds and tatters this once. What a joy! Now you are safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the Moon Tower!
See, you're feeling it.
Thank you for getting me out of there. I should really get a bearing on what's going on.
I mean, nothing really. You're just going to see your sister.
That is what I'm here for. To explain the situation you're currently facing. To explain the great once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that has befallen within your grasp. Since our words could not possibly reach our master, I speak on his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one. Rare. The trickster moon god.
Is that him?
And me? You can call me Perkale. I'm just a humble servant of his celestial majesty.
I'm told his name is a swear.
Ah,
Something about in damnation of the devil or something in a different language. I'm not sure which.
Perkale. Okay. You are the dreamer, and he is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival of Termina is upon us!
You're actually asking him what this is about?
Yeah,
Why?
because I want to know. I want exposition, Devontae.
I mean, you could have just told him you don't want to be here.
Oh my gosh. It is a festival to give you, the humans, a peek to the grandeur and chance to reach out for illustrious heights. The festival they end all festivals. This all must be very confusing to you. I won't burden you with any more information at this moment. Just head towards the tower. That's all you need to know for now. I will gladly answer your questions once you get there. But until that, let us meet again under the moonlight.